centered up, you should have it where you're at the bottom left corner and going over to the right 3 1/8 of an inch over, right? So everybody should be here, and if you're not, then you know now that it's 3 1/8 of an inch over to the right. Once you measure that, you're gonna draw a little vertex or a little circle right there. So it should look something like that on your paper. Once you've got your vertex, you wanna make your isometric axis. So now we're gonna be using a different triangle, the 30-60 degree triangle. So when you go to make a 30-degree angle to the right, it's gonna look like this. And then when you go to make your 30-degree angle or line to the left, your triangle's gonna look like this. I'm gonna demonstrate in just a second. So you're using this triangle versus this one. The other one that you have been using, we're using a different one. So once you have your vertex, you go over 3 1/8 of an inch. If you look at that other paper where you did all of your measurements of the isometric drawing, you're gonna see that the front, we wanna start creating the front view of the 3D shape. So we wanna come out, create our isometric line and come out first to the left. You look at your paper, 3 10/16 of an inch. Or if you reduce that, it's 3 5/8 of an inch. So you wanna come over, line up your triangle like this, and you're gonna end up coming out 3 1/8 of an inch. So it should end up going to the end of your box there. But this line should be 3 5/8 of an inch, or 3 10/16. 3 10/16, or if you reduce that, it's 3 5/8 of an inch, right? So that's how much you need to measure over, or just it goes straight to the end of your box that you already created. So once you've got that, you can go ahead and do the other side to create your isometric axis. So instead of going this way, we're gonna flip our triangle so we can create our line going out this way. So it should look like that, and it should also be, if you look at your other paper, 1 5/8 of an inch right here. 1 5/8 of an inch, so it should look like that. But now we wanna go back and do our front view of the block. So now we're coming up, measuring a line up already on this line that you already created before. Come up 2 3/4 of an inch and make your mark. So it should be like somewhere there. Measure 2 3/4 of an inch up on that left side, okay? Once you've got that, you want to pull in that angle here. And if you look at your other paper, it should be 1 13/16 of an inch. So we want that 30 degrees, so we got our triangle this way. And you want to go down, make sure it's straight, 1 13/16 of an inch. So we'll just say that's 1 13/16 of an inch. Now I want to come down, make a straight line this way. If you look at the line that's attached here, straight down, it should be 1 3/8 of an inch. So you can have your triangle this way, make sure it's straight, and go down 1 3/8 of an inch. Okay? Now we want to connect this piece here. And if you look at your paper again, it should be 1 13/16 of an inch. So now we want to turn our triangle this way. So you should be able to create a line there that meets at this vertex here. So that measurement there should be, if you're looking at your paper, 1/13/16 of an inch. 1/13/16 of an inch, that line right there, right? So it should line up here with your vertex. And then you just go ahead and have create that line there that connects to the vertex. Okay? So those are the measurements there. You should have them on your other paper, so I'm going to erase that. All right, now you want your lines to come out like you did before in the other project. So this one just comes out to the end there, so you're not really measuring that one. And then this line comes out here. So all of these are the same, except for that one, the same as this line here, same measurement. So if you look at your paper, it should be 1 5/8 of an inch, or 1/10/16 of an inch. But 1 5/8 of an inch, 1 5/8 of an inch, fully reduced. So these should all be that same length. So you can go ahead and use your triangle. Have it this way. Measure your 1 5/8. Another 1 5/8. Cross there. Another 1 5/8. So these should all be 1 5/8 of an inch. Right? And it's going to look a little bit better on your paper, more precise. Now what we want to do is just go ahead and connect everything. So should be a straight line down there, and then we've got an angle here. I'm going to connect there. Straight line down here, and then another angle here, connecting like that. And that should be it. As long as you've got all your measurements right, and you're using your 30-60 degree triangle, left lines, right lines, you should be able to get your 3D shape to look like this, as long as your measurements